So the most important thing in getting the whole process started is to get set up for a bunch of phone interviews. That's how you get your practice going. That's how you get the whole thing started. And the best way to get tons and tons of interviews is through recruiters. Recruiters, recruiters, recruiters. Recruiters are the people that are highly incentivized to get you a job. They make generally about 20% of your first year's salary up front, and they get more based on how they structure the deal. But that's general. Some firms may even get 50% of what you make, and that's just a different arrangement that they get. So it's highly lucrative for these recruiters to get you a job. So don't get hung up on these details though, because ultimately you need to make sure that you're advancing your career. And in the beginning stages, you have to learn to be extremely flexible. Even if you have to give away about 50% of your earnings during your first gig in the industry, it's not going to be forever. Your first gig is likely to be a 3 to 6 month gig making anywhere between 60 to 90K. Your next gig after that will be about 120, and then your third gig will be about 150. By your fourth gig, you're going to be making 200 to 250K annually, depending on how hard you work and the types of companies you select. And so, in short, be flexible, especially when you're a beginner. At the beginning, you don't really have the chops yet, and you're trying to get yourself up to speed. And once you do have the chops, though, you can make maybe. I've seen salaries in the $500,000 a year range, and so these things do get pretty good. And when you get into management, it gets to be a heck of a lot more after that. So back to how do we get these guys to get us jobs? Well, so BrainBloomer will have a list of recruiters to get you started. If you're part of our premium services, and if you're ready, just let us know, and we'll take your resume and put it in front of all these people. However, about 15 minutes after we submit your resume, you're going to start getting phone calls immediately, so you have to be ready. You're going to get about 9 phone calls a day, or sometimes more, from different recruiters for the first 2 weeks, every single day. What you're going to have to do is try to accept all the interviews. Don't turn down any of them, because you have to use them as practice, and just do your best on each and every single interview. Whether or not you're comfortable with the job description, the company, or the position, you're going to need to practice over and over and over. This is going to be a skill just like anything else. So it's like learning a musical instrument or going to the gym. It's all repetition, and so you need to get as many repetitions as possible. Do not let yourself get intimidated, and don't ever get cocky to say, oh, I'm too good for this company and I'm not interested. You have to do all the interviews and treat every single one as if you're actually going to take the job. Just try to pack them in and fit as many as you can in the schedule, and until you get really, really seasoned, just do this as part of the system. Generally speaking, it takes about 3 on-site interviews to finally get a solid job offer. So just work hard, keep going, work system, and just stick to it. You have to be very, very persistent and flexible.